it's a lot of trial and error, really. We're designing a robot that would, in a real world application, save a kayaker. I'm very interested in robotics, but haven't really found a way to learn about them.
None of my friends like robotics or schooling or anything. I'm kind of the odd one out that loves to go to school and loves math and science.
I think that the camp obviously is trying to say, oh, get him some exposure to robotics, get him some exposure to what engineering actually is, because I think girls think engineering might be something different.
I'm Jessi and Hailey. I'm going into 9th grade and I'm from North Bend. We were having problems attaching it because when we did, the motor would just shake and it would move around and it wouldn't. I think I'm gonna go in the engineering field, but I don't know where exactly.
Well, that's what they do.
What are you expecting to gain from this?
I'll just maybe understand how things work around me a little better.
We do have our 4 missions, and they're almost divided out day by day, but the first real goal, the very first day, was for them to learn the build process and to learn to program. And then they started on their mission 1.
You're trying to attach it to the bottom or the top or the sides?
Well, this is always the part that goes down first. So, my name's Hailey. I'm 15.
And what do you think of when you think of a computer programmer? What comes to mind?
Scary stuff. Hard. Here's a little life preserver.
The bottom box. Cool. Can you imagine yourself as a programmer or an engineer?
No.
Some of our girls they know they're good at art, for instance, and one girl is saying, yeah, but I'm not really good at math and science, and I'm like, oh my gosh, she's fabulous engineer, seriously, and she could be a computer programmer at the drop of a hat.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so it's the motor. We were having a huge problem where the front, it would stay level like this, but the back would always go down because the motor was attached to it. So Hailey came up with the idea of putting tires on it. So we put this really thin tire one and it kind of floated a little bit. And so Hailey came out here and I was just thinking, like, because I wanted to put more tires on it, but we ran out of room on the underside. So I put one on the side and then I put another one on the side and I locked it. And so I put it in the water and it floated.
It's above water though.
Oh, he didn't die this time.
So
It's better.
We've been trying to build a robot that dives underwater and we've been having a lot of difficulties with that because it's hard with the 3 motors and trying to get it to have a nice buoyancy so it doesn't sink too far down and it doesn't like float on the top.
How do you feel about programming, Hailey?
It's hard.
Do you feel like you can do it though?
Yeah, it's not as hard as it looks. Like day 1, if I saw the stuff we were doing now, I think I'd have to be a lot smarter to do it.
But now do you think you can do it?
Yeah, it's not as hard.
At first they were timid and they would sit there and just stare at the pieces. And it was like, get your hands on. Now you can say, what's working, what's not working on there? And they're like, they just dive in and they start fixing problems. And it's really neat. And they don't tackle just one problem at a time anymore. They'll tackle 3 or 4. So they'll have their bot in the water, and it used to be, oh, they would see a problem and take it out and fix that. And the bot in the water and they'd fix that. Now they put the bot in the water and they go, problem A, B, C, D. We're gonna get out. You're gonna do A, I'm gonna do B. We're gonna work together on C. We're gonna retest. They're very bold and they're really confident girls now.